Hi, I'm Dianne Wolfer and this is my new book, Soaring with the Sugarbird Lady. It's a story of Robin Miller. Robin was an inspirational West Australian aviator, humanitarian. She soared through glass ceilings with a miniskirt and bouffant hairdo in the 1960s when women couldn't fly. She, after much hard work, found a way. Robin's probably best known for her work with the polio immunisation program. She, in the remote communities in WA, needed to be vaccinated against polio as well, but getting there was a huge challenge. So Robin was able to fly herself in, and she, as a nurse, a midwife for so many things, she was able to fly herself in and administer polio via quite a bitter medicine, which she would then give on a sugar cube to the children. So she had to give it to them 3 times, and so the children would look to the skies and they'd see her little plane coming and they'd say, "Look, it's the Sugarbird Lady," and so she became known as the Sugarbird Lady. One of the most challenging aspects of writing this book was trying to find my pathway and to also make it readable for a new generation of younger readers, but I think it's a book that can appeal to any age. To do that, I did a lot of research in Perth, in Canberra, in Broome. I read Robin's books, of course, the one she wrote herself, and then the second one, which was based on her diaries after her death. And then I tried to find a way to weave her diaries and her anecdotes into a story that had sort of a narrative arc to it. And part of that, I love Broome, like Robin, I love the Kimberley, and the anecdotes about her childhood and flying with her father in the Wacket and looking through the floorboards at Shark as they went over the ocean. Those things were so evocative, and that really helped me use different senses which would bring the writing to life. So Canberra to the National Library, which has boxes of her, it's got some badges from when she did the Powder Puff Derby, the Trans-American flying race, and I went to the State Library in Western Australia as well. So there's so much research and so much reading, but then after that it's a matter of finding the voice of Robin and trying to bring her story together and to have a shape to that story. And that, in my case, just involves a lot of writing, doing a lot of drafts, and dropping some of the things that weren't contributing to the reading of the story, which is always one of the hardest things. My process changes with each book. I write across genres, so I write picture books, I write novels, chapter books. I particularly love historical fiction, the challenge of taking a snippet of history and then using my imagination to bring that to life for readers. So that involves just a lot of research and trusting the process at some point, so that when trusting your instincts. So what I find often happens is when I know it's really working and I feel as if I'm getting into it, then strange little coincidences happen, sort of synchronicities, and that's when I know that I'm onto it. I write when I can around family needs and around working in schools and libraries for paid work, but really I write whenever I can. I always have a notebook with me, and I jot ideas as I go. And when a story's coming to life, it's like I can't get it out of my head anyway. I keep waking up in the middle of the night with ideas.